Good evening. It is my honor, along with my colleagues, to be here with the clergy, with Mr. Ambassador, and distinguished guests because of the importance of this month as we come together as an extended community. For today, this afternoon, we are all, in one fashion or another, Armenian. In Yerevan, they call me Costa. But as was noted, I am very proud of having the honor and privilege to represent so many of the Armenian communities. As I like to say, my name is Aaron, and I come from the land of William Saroyan. Everybody knows exactly where I'm from when I say that. But as I shared with you several years ago on my first visit to Armenia, and to see the incredible tenacity, the hard work, the passion, and the love Armenians have for all that they have achieved. The first Christian nation to be established, to go to St. Gregor's, to see the dungeon where he was kept, to visit the holy places, really had a very important meaning to me, because when you grow up with the Khazarians and the Abrahamians and the Collegians, and you hear the stories of their families, of their grandparents, as we commemorate the 104th anniversary today of the horrific genocide, the first genocide in the 20th century, we are reminded that we share common bonds. We are reminded that, in fact, even in the 21st century, we see the atrocity of genocide still taking place after 104 years ago. And so, even though the European Union and many countries throughout the world have gone on record to ensure that this is never forgotten, that we recognize that the genocide did take place. It is a point of fact. It is a historical fact. And regardless of what Turkey tries to say, we know 104 years ago the systematic elimination of the Armenian people took place. And we should never, ever forget that, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so my colleagues, our chair, will continue, and I believe sooner than later, to officially have the United States Congress go on record as we continue to grow our bipartisan support to ensure that we do the right thing, which is to recognize this horrific elimination of over 1.5 million Armenians. So I close by saying thank you for the Armenian National Committee. I close by saying that we will continue to work together, not only to recognize the genocide, but to do what's right in our sock, right? And our bond only grows stronger, and we will continue to go back to not only the original land of William Saroyan, one of the great international authors, but also to do our work here in our nation's capital, to ensure that the diaspora that took place over 100 years ago, that put Armenians living in all over the world, contributing, giving, that sense of family, that sense of religion, that sense of culture, that incredible food. I don't think I ate so well when I was in Yerevan. But, and to meet with His Holiness was a true honor, and to be blessed at that visit. So let's continue to work together. Let's continue to ensure that people never ever forget, so that in the future we can try to prevent future genocides, atrocities of man's inhumane treatment of his fellow mankind in the future. That's what this is about. It's about all of us. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.